Over the past 3 months, I've been learning so much about myself and why I want to be a teacher. Thanks to my wonderful peers, passionate instructors, and devoted teachers at my practicum school, I've been able to start peeling back the layers of what kind of teacher I want to be. When I was a kid, I was pretty quiet in class, and for the most part, I was slow or late to hand in my work, or I wouldn't even do my homework. I'd sometimes lie to my parents about not having homework and avoid asking questions if I didn't understand. It wasn't until my intermediate years in grades 6 and 7 that I felt competent, able, and most importantly, willing and motivated to participate and engage in school. The main reason for this, I believe, was my connection to my teacher, classmates, and ultimately my overall sense that I belonged in that class and in that school. The addition of school basketball team, music concerts, outdoor ed, and other extracurriculars, holy, that's a tough word, offered by the school definitely helped in my intermediate years, and I had much more opportunity for connection and community. My inquiry question so far is, why is a sense of belonging so important to us, and how can we foster that connection and community in the classroom to make kids feel safe to contribute, engage, and participate? Wow, that's a mouthful. One reading from our EPSI 308 class that stood out to me is Motivating Students by Yarborough and Fedesco. Hopefully I'm saying that right. In that article, they talked about how a student's sense of belonging and connection to their peers and instructor can impact their intrinsic motivation. To help guide my research, I want to look at these books. The first is Belonging in School, creating a place where kids want to learn and teachers want to stay. The next one, A Sense of Belonging, sustaining and retaining new teachers. I'm also going to be looking at some of these articles that Mr. Who so kindly sent over. Thanks, Adam. I'm hoping to learn different techniques from other teachers on how to build that sense of belonging in my class. I expect that these techniques and ideas I accrue from other teachers will help with motivating the students in my practicum class. One limitation I can think of is with quantifying the results of my inquiry. Measuring how the students feel might be difficult. Some of my TC friends have offered ideas like questionnaires on how they are feeling in the class, which could be a great start. However, I'm not sure there's a cut and dry method to measuring a correlation between techniques being implemented and the effect that it has on the students. I think my inquiry might impact how I treat my students and how I expect or want them to treat each other. It might affect the type of language I use in the classroom and might help inform which types of activities and lessons I run with them. I think my inquiry might inform certain biases that I hold as well. For example, sometimes when we see a student who's not raising their hand or not doing their schoolwork, we might see them as lazy, checked out, impulsive, or distracted. However, it could mean many different things, and one of those could be that they just don't feel connected to you or the class. I look forward to sharing my findings with my fellow TCs, a group that I feel a strong sense of belonging to and one that I'm very grateful for. I feel like my connection to my peers and instructors in this short amount of time has allowed me to produce some of my most creative academic work. I'm hoping that my students in the future can feel the same way. Thank you for listening to my presentation. I had to as well, so thanks to me, I guess, as well. Okay, bye.
3, 2, 1, go!